Time to BS with Staniel Smooth. The Sports Cave and BS Sessions is presented by our friends over Righteous Fellow Beef Jerky. Are you looking for some smoky flavors of new jerky? Well, come on down and get some Righteous Fellow Beef Jerky, the official jerky of Belly Up Sports and Belly Up Media. Use the promo code BELLYUP and get 15% off your next order at righteousfelon.com and satisfy your taste buds today.
It's time to BS.
Happy Halloween, you numbskulls. Anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Staniel Smooth Show, part of Belly Up Sports and the Belly Up Media Network. We're coming to you from the beaches of, now officially, I don't even know if you call it cold. It's going to get warm tomorrow for some reason, like close to 80. Weird. I thought for some reason it was going to be cold. Long Island, New York. I am Staniel Smooth, and the only reason I'm even doing this here on a Halloween night is because there's lots to get to. Well, specifically shit that I want to get to. Hey, God, I have a question for you. Can you make it colder outside?
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Okay, fine. I won't preach to God. Even though I should, but I won't. I want to. There are many things I want to say to God. There's a few things I do want to get to, though. For starters, I have a third show. You may have heard of it. You may have listened to it. But you probably don't know it even exists because, quite frankly, it is... I don't even know what you want to call it. Hiatus or some shit. But me and my now fiance have a podcast called Smoothly Baked. And we are attempting to find ways to get more and more content on here. But at the same point, we don't really have a set schedule or even set style for that matter. But at the same point, who cares? Because we're here to have fun. Do you guys find yourselves wondering about, hey, maybe there's a distinct possibility that this whole idea you have might not work out? I thought about that for Smoothly Baked a few times. But at the same point, I love doing I love doing podcasts with more than one person, that one person being myself, and it's entertaining as shit, to try and listen to her brain, the gears in her brain try to turn and go like, what do we talk about? I don't know. And if you hear noise in the background, that's not only the air conditioner going off, but my cat has decided to have crackhead energy at 9:30 at night. There she goes. I don't know what to do about her crackhead. I've accepted this. I've accepted that until she gets older, and I mean significantly older, her Zoom habits are just going to go away. Or her Zoom habits are going to stay here until she gets significantly older. She's 2, but what do I care? Lots been going on, man. Lots been going on. So, our florist for our wedding venue bailed. We have had zero luck with our florists. Zero luck. So Megan decided, hey, I'm just going to go do this myself. You know, she pulled a Thanos and said, fine, I'll do it myself. And she bought like centerpieces for $150, and it's a sets of 12. It's fucking awesome. You know, it's cool when you find some really good shit. Anyway, Dodgers win the World Series. We're going to talk about that. The Islanders have been disappointing me, as per usual. The fan base, be quiet. Election day's coming up. You think we're going to talk about politics? No! That's not what you're here for. You are here for nonsense and bullshit and stupidity. Also the Seahawks, because, you know, God. Just play the button.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I love that new sound. Also, I co-host a hockey podcast with Belly Up Sports called the Three Arrows Metro Hockey Podcast with Ryan McCarthy, and I can never pronounce, and you know, another guy, Brian. I can never pronounce his fucking last name. Brian Geronimo. Let's call him that. Cut me some slack, guys. It's 9:30 at night. I want to go to bed, but I also want to record something. I was in the middle of trying to, you know, download some games onto my Xbox. Well, the Xbox One out of like the 4 that I own. Yeah, I own 4 Xboxes, 1 per generation. Piss off. And I got rid of Game Pass because it got too expensive. So I want to download some games, and it's just pissing me off. I was trying to download Madden, and it didn't work out so well. So here we are, I guess. But enough talking about that. Let's get on with the show. So, where's the sodium chloride located? I want all of it. Give me more of it. I want it all. Oh, this is great. I love this. So, context, I'm a Yankee fan. But I'm a cynical little fucker who basically wants to see this nothing more than this fan base cry in anguish, in agony. I am a psychopath.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Yes, I know. I know it has pissed off God, but that's okay, because I'm here to cause chaos. I am here to cause pain and anguish for Yankee fandom. Anyway, the Dodgers won the World Series. Ain't that awesome? You know what? Good for them. Honestly, they were the best team in baseball the whole year. They deserve this, you know, after, you know, Mickey Mouse ring 2020, COVID bullshit. Anyway, stuff happened. Stuff happened there. We just, you know.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
I know, I could just shut the fuck up, but I choose not to because I like to cause chaos in this regard. Oh, boy. Yankees, 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 Yankees. You had it, then you lost it. People are talking about a blown 5-0 lead in the 5th inning as like 28-3 levels of choke. It's not that bad. Teams blow leads like that all the time. It happens. But the Yankees fan base talked existential amounts of shit the entire season, the entire offseason, for the better part of like 5 years. And what happened was they ran into a much better team. That's just what happened. The Dodgers were infinitely better than you. This was either going to go to Game 7 or be an absolute buzzsaw of a series. Guess what happened? I love it. I love it. You'd have to be a pretty sick individual to enjoy this Yankees collapse. I love it. I fucking love it. Again, I'm a Yankee fan, but this is great. Just seeing the reaction on Twitter and Instagram is hysterical. It's great. I love all of it. Because you know what? They did this to themselves. The Yankees did this to themselves. This is what happens when your roster is incredibly top heavy. This is what happens when your batting lineup is incredibly top heavy. With guys like Soto, Stanton, Judge, and then a bunch of dudes. Granted, I love Anthony Volpe. That guy's going to be a star one of these days. But other than that, that roster's top heavy. Oh, the memes. And the fact that the Dodgers were up 3-0 in this series, and I thought, oh my God, the Dodgers are going to choke this series. They're going to choke it. It's going to go to Game 6 or Game 7, and they're going to have to win those games in LA. And they didn't. And you know what happened? They won Game 5. But courtesy of the Yankees' mishaps on defense. Oh, this is delightful. I want all of it. I want all of the sodium chloride. I want all of it. I want to smoke all of it.
Smoke weed every day.
I want to smoke all of that shit. Because it's the reason why it's so funny is I hear this all the time on New York sports, on New York talk radio. Guys like Michael Kay and, you know, the entire WFAN crew. It's, give me more. Sal Licata, Brendan Tierney. Give me chaos. I've contemplated my Yankees fandom for the better part of like 5 years. Actually, longer than that, truthfully, because, I grew up in a family of Met fans. And I've listened to Seattle Talk Radio for a few years now, Brock and Salk for quite a bit. And I'm not, the Mariners have been, they've been attracting me a little bit more, despite their limited success. And you know what? It's like, no expectations. I like it. I can watch sports for shits and giggles and enjoy it. This is great. It's like the Islanders. We'll get to them later. Oh, I'm going to tear them a new asshole. This is going to be great. But that's the biggest downside to me of New York sports is they are fucking atrocious. They are so bad to listen to on the radio. It's it's great. I love chaos. I love all of it. Introducing wait, I gotta get into character. Introducing a little anarchy. And the whole thing about chaos, it's fair. Shout out Heath Ledger. I am a sick, twisted fuck. I am well aware. I don't give a shit. Woohoo! Time now to talk about the New York Islanders. Where's the goal horn? That horn is deserved. If they could score. Which they can't. Oh, man, this is great. Another reason why I hate New York sports radio so much is, quite honestly, Isles Twitter does that for me. I'm glad that New York sports radio doesn't talk a lot about the Islanders, with the exception of maybe Alan Hahn of ESPN. and that's it. But iOS Twitter, oh good lord, you're groan worthy, but you're hilarious at the same time. All you do is panic. It's great. Keep going. Just find ways to cause more chaos. What? They want to fire Lou? Okay, let's talk about it, shall we? I am not fully aboard the Lou Lamoriello train entirely. I was warned several times by, many people saying that Lou's tenure with the Devils was infuriating towards the end. Infuriating. And Islander fans for the better part of 4 years, actually. Has it been 4 years? When did Trotz get fired? 22. Okay. For the last 2.5, 3 years. Let's call it 2.5 years. The Islander fan base has turned on Lou Lamoriello. For better or worse, it's hysterical. Because you know what? I have an honest-to-God question. If you want him fired so bad, who's going to be the next GM? This isn't NHL 2K25. That's not even a real game. But NHL 25, better. But the legitimate question, who's your next GM? I saw someone say Ray Shero. I'm like, fucking, what? No. What are you smoking there, pal?
Smoke weed every day.
What are you smoking? Ray Shero? Are you kidding me? What? This is great. The Islander fan base is turning on Matt Barzal. They've turned on Lou. They've turned on Patrick Waugh. They're turning on Ilya Sorokin. This is fucking great. Just give me chaos. I want all of the chaos. I want my team to do well. I'm a diehard Islander fan. We have been aware of this for years. I want my team to succeed in the long run, but this is fucking great. Just seeing the fan base be so frustrated with Lou. And by the way, a blow-up's incoming in 5 years. I am a sick, twisted fuck. I don't care. I'm gonna talk my shit because I can. Freedom of speech, motherfuckers! I pressed the wrong button. There we go. You smell that? Smell that? That's the smell of agony. Agony is a great scent. It smells like garlic. Fresh garlic. You know? Not like jarred garlic. But legitimately fresh. You know when you roast garlic in the oven for like an hour? And some olive oil. A little salt in there. Oh, beautiful. And then it's like a paste. Put on some toast. Oh, beautiful. We love that. We love these things. You know, it's just so succulent and shit. And
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I managed to turn garlic sexual. I thought this was an Islanders clip. Whatever. What else can I ramble about for 2 more minutes? Patrick Waugh isn't the problem. Ilya Sorokin isn't the problem. Matt Barzal isn't the issue. I don't know what the problem is with Lou, but people are turning on him. It's fucking great. I love it. Give me chaos. Give me anarchy. Give me despair. And give me pain. I want all of it. Anarchy. Time now for another Overreaction Monday on a Thursday. Now?
Or Here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up.
All right. I'll be quiet. Seahawks Twitter, you have never disappointed me before. You will continue to never disappoint me in this regard. Seahawks Twitter, relax. I can't say shit concerning my prediction for this team was totally not biased at all. I don't know. I hate predictions because it annoys me. If you were to ask me earlier in the season what were my realistic expectations for the Seahawks were in 2024, I would say, okay, if this was a rebuilding season, I wouldn't be shocked. If they won 12 or 13 games, I wouldn't be surprised. But you know what? Whatever. At least you're not the Jets. They're playing right now. And the Texans are winning. Chaos. I love it. I love all of it. But there have been some discussions. First of all, let's talk about the game that happened against Buffalo. The run defense was non-existent, and the rush offense was even more non-existent. They couldn't stop anything. They couldn't stop Josh Allen. Josh Allen is going to win the MVP. I'm sold. I'm sold on it. But DK Metcalf didn't play this game. He's probably not going to play this weekend against the Rams, but we'll see. Because he is a fucking mutant, after all. Anywho, speaking of DK, there are a certain number of Seahawk fans, and there's a lot of them, who have been interested in a DK Metcalf trade. I don't blame them.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold on. Before you go off the deep end and say I'm smoking something. Before you go off the deep end. Listen. Unless this is a slam dunk possibility of a Tyreek Hill trade, to where you're getting a first round pick, plus more picks in the process. Like, the only two instances I can remember of this remotely working out has been Buffalo when they trade Stephon Diggs, also the Vikings when they trade Stephon Diggs, speaking of, two birds with one stone, and when Tyreek Hill was traded from the Chiefs. Kansas City won 2 more Super Bowls since that trade. Oh, that's funny. And it turned out to be one of the best decisions the Chiefs could make, because it ended up rebuilding their defense more. But unless you're going to get that kind of value for DK Metcalf, you don't trade him. You don't. Because he is a weapon and a half in both the passing game and especially the running game, because, man, that guy can block. And there are a number of Seahawk fans that have questioned John Schneider. I'm like, I'm not going to question John unless, next year's draft ends up being shit. Then I'll go, oh, okay. I'm questioning things from you. Here's the thing about a DK Metcalf trade. It's not going to happen unless the team is completely out of it. The Hawks are 4-4 as we're recording. It's not happening anytime soon unless they're just, abysmally bad this season. Which, they're not abysmally bad. The Seahawks aren't. They're just incredibly frustrating. Well, they are. It's just a fact of reality. They're frustrating. And a lot of it has to do with the run game on defense and on offense. They can't stop anyone, and they can't run through anyone. The offensive line has been inconsistent as shit, putting it kindly. And the defensive line has been, aside from Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy, non-existent at best. Leonard's been unbelievable this season. He is number 1 in the league in pass rush win rate, even though he has, 3 sacks? this season? Give me a second. Oh, that's why I was on YouTube. I was listening to BS Sessions. By the way, BS Sessions Volume 42 is available now, featuring two guys in a dart. Go to ESPN.com. Defense, sacks. Leonard Williams has 2.5. Derek Hall has 5. Boy, Byron Murphy has half a sack so far. Wow. Also, where is our boy Mafe? He's got 4. Okay. So, yeah. Pass rush got to be better. And for those who say, oh, they should trade Draymond Jones, he's got 3 sacks. He's had a half-decent start to the season. He's not like, he's not Derek Hall. Derek Hall's got 5 sacks. He's a rotational guy. Until Uchenna comes back. And then he's the backup to Uchenna Nwosu. But, I digress. A DK Metcalf trade is not happening unless the Seahawks they want to jumpstart the rebuild, which is, I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it. I don't think they will do it. It's a possibility of happening. But if you do, then you need to question Schneider's methods at this point. You might have to question him at this point, but then again, what the fuck do I care? So, I'm a fan, but it's like, John, do better. But no, DK Metcalf trade, not happening anytime soon. It's not. Quick little 30-minute show because, I could do these things. But it's also 10 o'clock at night on Halloween night, and I want to go to bed. So, that being said, that'll do it for this edition of Time to Be Wow. That's how tired I am. The Staniel Smooth Show with me, Staniel Smooth. Christ. Wow. Going to bed. Spooky. Part of Belly Sports and Belly Media Networks. I'm coming in from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. And I will see you all in this life and most certainly the next one. Cheers, guys. Have a good night.